venting to women, bro. Like, you do it or you're not doing it. What's your take on that, AJ?
It all depends on the relationship with a woman. You feel me? Because if it's not like somebody that you don't see yourself being compatible with, or you feel me, if it's something like too new, or you just see like they not that type of person we can even have those type of conversations with, I won't even bring it there with you. But you feel me? Like if it's a significant other, somebody that you really take it serious and all that shit, then yeah, why not have those type of conversations? You feel me? The good, the bad, all that good stuff. But you also got to see what type of person they are as a person. Like when they get mad at other people, do they start talking about all the extra shit that the favors that they did or whatever the case may be? Because you start doing that, what shit? Fuck, I was like telling you something. The next thing you know, as soon as you get mad, because I do something for you. Like nah. So yeah, it just all depends on.
Nah, no cap. Venting a woman's hard because you know she gonna tell her best friend. The person's close to her, they're gonna know. So venting a woman is hard, but you know, I just got out that space where I found somebody I could vent to. Shout out to Cassandra. But you know, it's about finding somebody you could vent to, you could talk to, you could open up to, and you don't gotta worry about it being thrown back in. Because as men, that's the biggest thing. We can talk about it, but when you throw it back in my face, that's what hurts. That's what hurts. And then now I'm gonna be worse than any other fucking thing you ever experienced. So that's why I shouted her out, because you know, I finally found somebody I could vent to, talk to. Just and she throw it back in my face, I'm going to domestic violence.
This nigga bugging.
Going to end up on goddamn Rikers Island.
If you've been watching the episode, you know I don't support domestic violence. I'm sending you to jail. But no, seriously, I think that women only want men to speak up realistically so they can throw it in our face.
Yeah,
I do believe that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do. And I do have a homegirl that I could talk to. Shout out to my homegirl Netta. I talk to her about everything. That's my best friend since high school. Me and her been cool for forever. So I definitely know I do have a girl or a woman in my life that I can vent to outside of my family. But I've learned that like AJ said, depending on your relationship you got with that girl, because them girls are different from niggas. Like, we not gonna go out there and just, like, we can have problems in our relationship. Depending on how deep it is, we not gonna go to our niggas and be like, yo, boom, boom, this and this happened, whatever. No matter what, that girl, like Ricky said, that girl always got her best friend sitting right there that she's going to go tell everything to. It don't matter how little it is or how big it is. She's going to tell everything about your relationship to that person. So it's like, as men, that's what makes it hard for us to vent to women in general, because we want that confidence, not even confidentiality, but we want it to be that our special relationship where that's a conversation between only us two. You know what I'm saying? Because that's us being vulnerable. We're not vulnerable people. We don't like to be vulnerable because it makes us look quote unquote weak. You know, and we don't like looking weak in the public eye, in the public persona.
Especially not for no woman.
Especially not for no girl, because that makes us look even weaker. You know what I'm saying? So when we come to you venting, we don't want you out there, and we know you're going to tell your friend anyway. So when we come to you venting, we don't want it to be out there in public the next day talking about, oh, this nigga said this shit, this nigga said this shit, this nigga said this shit. Where not everybody else is looking at us funny when that was supposed to be a private conversation between me and you. You know what I'm saying? But I do think, as a man, you do need somebody outside of your family that is a woman that you do need to be able to talk to, because men sometimes do need that outside opinion of what women do look at that we not even, because they look at shit on a grander scale where we're not even really thinking about that shit, and then we look at shit such on a minuscule scale where we like, she's really mad about this shit, and we really minute about this shit. So it's just give and take, nip and tuck with it.
Well, before you go. Sorry.
My man was holding that stuff for hours.
I see the nigga like,
oh, he was waiting.
No, I really want to say this. I want to shout her out because
shout out, bro. You're gonna shout out. Say her name. Say her name.
Me and D was on the phone for an hour. And Didi gave me so much, and it was so much gems there. What you were saying about really having that friend, that person you could talk to. Yo, when I spoke to D on the phone last week and D gave me so much, could never replace that your sister. But we shouted her out a lot on the podcast. If you watch it, you heard her name a lot. But for a female to be that humble, that graceful, that present, that blessed, I just want to give my shout out to D.
Talk about it.
That's what I want to do, because us being on the phone, we called Henny on the phone, and when we hung up on Henny, me and D kept talking. We did that. But, you know, that's a real sister, and it wasn't just one of those things with, Ricky, you're right. Nah, yo, here's what you did wrong. You gotta move like this. Here's what I tell my brother. I shout that out, yo, D, shout out to you forever.
She gonna tell you like it is.
D,
different, but
like she gonna beat you up like it is.
yeah, she just might. But yo, like with me, like when it comes to venting to women, bro, like 9 times out of 10 when a man do vent to a woman is because they want to show that vulnerability, or hey, she done ask for it. So it's more like, all right, she asked and you want to show that you do care about her. You want to show that you can actually have one of those vulnerable conversations with her. But yo, in all reality, bro, like I be cautious, bro. Like I done tried it, bro. And then you had like those situations where she get upset or she start arguing with somebody in your family, and now it's like, well, this nigga told me that you don't take a shower. Like what? Like, or this nigga told me, I like. That's the only thing that I hate when it comes to women, bro. Like, it's no confidentiality, like to what you said. You feel me? And that's what take a lot from men just being vulnerable. You feel me? Like women wear their emotions so much on their sleeves, bro. Like they don't care what the fuck is going on, bro. Like, nigga, once they upset, once they mad, bro, nigga, the whole shit going down, bro. Like the whole ship is going down.
Anything that I can say is going to fucking trigger you.
They is saying everything, bro. So don't be a nigga with some real trauma, bro, or some shit, and they throwing that shit at you in your face. One little argument.
And don't let that girl have no trauma neither, because then she gonna double that shit up on you. It's up, my nigga.